What's up, everybody? We're back, and it's been a long time since we've done a fishing related video. And since it's spring break right now, I just wanted to show everybody what I'm packing in my tackle bag this spring break for bass fishing. So let me show you guys that. I'm going to give you some tips on what to bring for where you're targeting your species. Okay, so right now I'm just getting out all my boxes of tackle, and now I just want to explain to you quickly kind of some of the situations in which you're going to be using some of the stuff I have here. So I have a lot. I've got, crankbaits, hard baits box. This is my jigs trailers box. This is worms, and then I have more worms in my bag right here in this pocket. And then I've also got hooks and weights and top waters. So I've got a lot of stuff I want to break down, and I want to explain to you guys just where and when you're going to be using some of this stuff. So we're going to start in the northern half of the country, okay? So the northern half of the country, we're going to say from about wherever it is on that map. The ice is still on the lakes in late March if your spring break is in early August, early April, then the ice is still on the lakes up in some of the places up north. But I will explain to you for smallmouth purposes as well, because rivers a lot of times will not be frozen at this point in the year. And when you're river fishing in the spring, a lot of the times I'm just going to suggest picking a crankbait or a jerk bait out of your hard baits box and throwing those. I also have in my jigs and trailers box, I've got some chatterbaits, and if you have spinnerbaits, those are great too for that time of year for smallies in the river. You can throw soft plastics too, those will work. Or minnows on jig heads works great as well. But what I really want to talk about is the middle and lower parts of the country. And that's where you're going to find all the largemouth, and that's what I'm targeting, so I'm going to explain that to you. So right now in the middle part of the country and southern part of the country, especially in the south, you're going to want, if you're going to go somewhere, go to Texas, go to Georgia, go to Florida, go to Alabama, go to Mississippi. Those southern states, they're right in the spawning season, and that's when bass are going to get as big as they're going to get all year, okay? So when you're down there, the best lures you're going to want to throw, I've got my worms box here. You're just going to want to throw some sort of worm, some sort of creature bait at these fish, and then here I'll give you a closer view. I have jigs, and jigs are a great option as well to throw at bass, along with some sort of creature trailer. Because if you're targeting big bass in the spring, you're gonna want, if you're targeting big bass in the spring, you're gonna want to be picking females off of beds and fishing a slow-moving lure like some sort of worm, creature bait, or jig is a very good idea. Now, another thing you can do is throw topwaters. And but what I do suggest with topwaters is please do not throw them in the middle of the day. The best time for the topwaters is early in the morning or very late in the evening when the sun is going down or up. And what I would suggest is a couple things. If you are obviously fishing lily pads, grass mats, the frog, and I have a lot of suggestions I want to add with the frog. Number one, and I honestly think this is more important than the legs, is get a frog that is easy to squish, right? Easy to push down on, like this. If you get a really stiff frog, when a bass comes to eat that frog like this and pushes down, it doesn't push down as hard and it doesn't expose those hooks. So that's one of the keys. And the second biggest key is look at the length of the legs on my frog right here. I have cut them down about an inch. They're typically down to there. And that's because when a bass comes to eat it, they're gonna, if the legs are super long, they'll just grab the legs and then you'll lose it. If the legs are shorter, they'll grab and get the hooks in their mouth. So that's key for cutting down the legs. Now, if you're not fishing heavy cover like that, one of the most underrated lures that I've found major success with is a spook. Fish a spook, everybody. Like, they are like forgotten over something like a popper or something like a whopper plopper, but the spook, once you can learn the action, is such a good lure for topwater fishing, open water. It is very versatile. I've caught 3 5-pounders, a couple 4s, and a bunch of nice fish on the spook. And you can do the same with the whopper plopper as well. So that's also an option. So that's mostly what I want to say about bed fishing or fishing in the spring. But if you're targeting those big females, use jigs, use soft plastics. Those slow rolling baits that get them fired up on their beds is what's going to catch you the biggest fish. Thank you for watching, and thank you for seeing what I'm bringing with me in my tackle box for spring break fishing 2026.